40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The Lance going to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 3-11 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Extra point right down the middle. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Dances by him. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, he's got it. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. On the move to his under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Lance on the keeper. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around and out.
He's got a man, complete. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 74 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Lance on the keeper.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Lance, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Walker now on 1st and 10. To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
46 yards rushing now, and carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And cycle.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Oren Burks.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. That's over the... And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Lockett the man in motion. To the right side, this is Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 35.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Player on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Lance. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a second down and 6. Straight ahead, Walker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Mayfield. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Mayfield. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, now what? How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this.